Namaste, sadhus, sadhvis, to the members of the Jaina community, and to all of my Jain brothers and sisters from the Congress of the United States. People ask me back home, Dennis, why after many weeks of working 16, 18 hours a day in Washington, why would you fly across the country to give a 15-minute speech to the Jains? Who are the Jains? And I remind them that at my home in Cleveland, Ohio, when we walk into the house, we take off our shoes, and when we find one of God's creatures, known as an insect, lost, we help it get to its rightful place. I remind them that last summer I had a wasp nest that would cause a little bit of distress in many American homes. I had a wasp nest that had suddenly been created just outside my window, so I could not open my window. And some people came over and they said, well, get rid of it. And I said, no, these are living creatures who have to be respected. And I had a wonderful opportunity with a magnifying glass watching how wasps build their nest and how they create life of their own, and giving people a chance through that to learn how respect for all life is so important. We need to have in Washington, D.C., a place of wonder and mystery, we have a chance to go to many different dinners. One time I went to a dinner sponsored by friends of mine from the Texas delegation. And they were serving, of course, meat, steak. And I looked around and I ended up taking the trimmings, which were celery and carrots. And one of the members of the delegation looked at me and said, "You don't eat meat?" I said, "No." "What are you, one of them there communists?" And I said, "I don't eat anything with a face." And there again, it is really about coming into rhythm with all of God's creatures who are striving for self-expression, who are striving for expressing a living instinct. And when we see the young people who are here today, represented by the young torchbearers who walked up here, we think about the light that shines in the darkness, that luminous light of knowledge, which has the ability to shed its light all over the world. And when we see that carried forth by young people, we come to understand that luminous power of the Jain religion, how Jains have to shed their light everywhere to make a touch with the inevitability of peace. When we come into touch with the inevitability of peace, we come into touch with our real, true role in the universe, to be one with all. Thank you very much.